Hi, welcome back. Listen, I've had my start of the year a little bit rough when it comes to books that I've read because I've started Yield Under Great Persuasion and I was like, oh, a cozy queer romance with like gods and the countryside. It was bad, guys. My first 2 stars, like 2.5, and I was like, I need something fun. So I read a Chuck Tingle book in which the main protagonist falls in love with a megalodon shark. So I was like, no, we have to reset our year. I want to find a 5-star. I want to find it in January, at least one book. So I've decided to do this concept again, in which the video ends only when I find a 5-star book. I think I have a rough idea for which books that I want to read. Right now, I have downloaded Don't Let the Forest In, which is a YA horror book that everybody and their mother loved. This talks about like a boarding school and the 2 main protagonists. One writes like gruesome fairy tales and the other one illustrates them. And then the monsters that they talk about come to life and they want to kill them. It sounds very, very, very fun. So I think I'm going to start with this one and we'll hope. If this is a 5 stars, the video is going to be very brief, but I'm going to be very, very happy. I'll start Don't Let the Forest In and we'll see what we do from there. Ooh, oh god, this is rough. I know you can hear the news, but I'm at grandma's house and she loves the news. She switches channels just to like get more news. I have, however, started Don't Let the Forest In. It's right there. And I am at page 26. It's doing something that I don't love, in which the author is trying to tell you how much dark and mysterious the atmosphere is, and she tells you it's dark and mysterious. So like a more advanced version of tell and not show. I don't like it, but I do like the characters. The mystery is intriguing. It's just turning up. I don't know though. I don't think this is going to be a 5 stars.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
A lot of people love this book, so fingers crossed. So guys, what if your 16-year-old best friend told you, I want to be absolved in violence? You would laugh, right? Yeah. What if the book that you've paid your hard-earned money for was actually terrible, was actually very bad? How about it? It's going to be a 1.5 stars. But they told me that the ending is terrible. So it has good reviews. What is happening?
3:28 a.m.
Hi, I'm so sorry that all of the clips are done at nighttime, but I do have to study for the exams during the daytime, and I only have like a couple of hours to read in this period of time. Also, yeah, I did put a headband on my Jungerskog, and I use him as a pillow, so he's all squished up. Yesterday night, I finished Don't Let the Forest In. Let me show you. It's not my preferred method of reading. It's just I read so quickly on my iPad. I have no idea what it is. I did finish Don't Let the Forest In. Safe to say this is possibly one of the worst books that I've read in a long time. I'm so disappointed. I was promised like eerie queer YA with a touch of horror, and I think that the horror part, the body horror stuff, because there's a lot of like ecological body horror, was very good. There's also like illustrations of the monsters in this, very, very good. Those are incredible. And then everything else is awful. Is riddled with plot holes. The narrative constantly says like the protagonist is doing one thing and then he negates it in the next sentence. And I'm like, why? Was there an editor? It told you how to feel about this book. Like it regurgitated an aesthetic instead of like creating an actual atmosphere. And I'm like, why am I here? There's also like in the midst of these monsters made of plants killing people, like literally killing people, the protagonist going to the gay straight alliance, like figuring stuff out, which is great. Love the sexual representation. It felt so silly. There were also so many details, like eerie details that were put into the narrative to be eerie, that the author, I feel, forgot about. They were not explained by that awful ending. The ending is awful. I am at the point where I think that and it was all a dream, could have been better than this. So yeah, this is the point where I'm at. I needed something else. I think I gave it 1.5 stars. I wanted to give it a 1 star, but then I realized it's not actually that bad. Like the horror aspect were really good. So 1.5. Obviously, as one does. I decided to start something light that I don't think is going to be 5 stars, but you never know. I started Claim by the Orc Prince. I'm going to insert it right here. Yeah, funny, smutty novella about a prince of the elves and an orc prince meeting for an arranged marriage and then falling in love. But I am at page 83, so almost halfway through, and I'm having a great time. After this, I'll think of other like possible 5-star books, but for now, this is it. You know what? When I say I hate pregnancies, even like discussion of pregnancies in books, that does not concern mpreg, like male pregnancies. And apparently elves, doesn't matter the gender, can get pregnant. I love that. Okay, hi. I finished Claim by the Orc Prince. It was fun. It's going to be, I think, a 3.5 stars. Yeah, I'm ready for something more strong, something that hits. And I have Summer Sons downloaded into my iPad, so I think I'm going to start that one. Okay, hi. It's quite a lot later. I don't know why. I look so tan right now, even though I'm pale as fuck. I started Summer Sons. I smell a 5 stars. I only want to read this book, and then I don't want to read it because I'm like overwhelmed. 3 chapters at a time, it's my maximum. I don't know what is happening. Like the story is gripping me, and it's gripping me in a way that it's not like. It reminds me of the Foxhole Court, but the Foxhole Court is not an objectively like very, very good book. Well, it is. It has some flaws. Here, it's a very good book. It's very good. And the relationship between the characters are already complex in like page 2, which is like a feat. You'll see me tonight, I think. Yeah, Edit and Alice here. I need you all to understand the next couple of clips. It was midnight, I was very tired from my exams, and I was overwhelmed. This book gave me a hit of something I haven't felt in years, and you'll see why.
Okay, hello. It is almost midnight. I am on page 296. I think I'll need like an intravenous of holy water. I've never. Oh my god. Like when you realize that the horror makes this an adult book. No, there are other things that make this an adult book. It's very good, but oh my god. So yeah, this is me at page 296. We'll see after the scene how I'm faring. I'm on page 300. What the fuck? Well, I am on page 309. I kind of want to set myself on fire. Like douse myself in gasoline and set myself on fire. It's so good. It's so good though. Hey, I think I'll finish the chapter and call it a night, because I cannot.
Okay, in honor of finishing Summer Suns this morning, I put on the only t-shirt that fit. Yes, I'm using the same cardigan twice. I'm an outfit repeater, but you're an outfit rememberer, okay? With this on, I think I'm highly qualified to talk about Summer Suns and telling you that the video is over because I found my 5 stars. It's incredible. It's everything that I wanted, and it's everything that Don't Let the Forest In wanted to be. Those two books are very, very similar, even though the story is not actually the same. In Don't Let the Forest In, the monsters were like real and physical. In Summer Suns, we're talking about ghosts and hunting and poltergeists. They wanted to have the same feel, but Summer Suns did it best. Lee Mandello, the author, has such a way with words. They are like masterful in what they do. Like Southern Gothic, it was such a Southern Gothic. It's set in summer, so there's like blistering heat, and you have all those rural landscapes, but also like a very, very private school dripping with money, and you have the most I've seen it on Tumblr, which is a sentence and a half. I've seen the protagonist Andrew being described as the most white trash out of them all, but also no, it's actually not, because the author spins the characters like archetypes onto themselves, and he becomes like this queer anti-hero. When I say it's complex, it is complex. Every character has like motivations and things they want to do, and they don't react in the way that you feel like a cliche character would do. They react like actually human being. I don't know, it was such a charming story. It's also like a dash of fun family. I loved it. I loved it all. I'm still thinking about that scene around page 300. Just loved it a lot. We'll see how it lingers in my mind, but right now, the impact that they had on me, I was flustered even in the like horror scenes. They were so eerie and creepy. I dreaded every time it was night. So yeah, I found my 5 stars. Let's do a little bit of a recap. I started this reading blog and kind of like the year with Don't Let the Forest In. Disappointment upon disappointment upon disappointment. Only the horror parts were the 1.5 stars that I gave it, because everything else was a 0, a complete 0. I think it needed an editor, like stricter editing. I think the writing needed a little bit of maturing, even though it was YAs are still like up to 19, so you still need to write well. So like the plot holes and the relationship between the characters made no sense. Also, that ending was awful. Like one of the most awful ways that you could end a story was incredibly bad. And then I read Cling by the Orc Prince, which was cute and fun. Obviously, it doesn't have a resolution because it's a series, but if you want like a smutty novella that has like some real depth, like some political intrigue, and the characters actually really like each other, I'd suggest. It also have like a teensy bit of the Omegaverse inside, because we talk about Emperor, which made me happy. And then Summer Suns, my 5 star. The highlight of the month. I don't know, I'll record 1,000 TikToks talking about this book and convincing my Italian audience to read it. So I hope I convinced you to read it, because it was phenomenal, and I hope that my year, like my reading year, only goes up, which will not, it will not, because we're realistic here, but we're hopeful. The video ends here. I hope you had fun, even though I think it was a short vlog, like a shorter vlog. I do have some socials, they're down below if you want to connect with me. Fun time there, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!